Hello, all my amazing DC Imagineers. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. And today we are talking about Raylo. Yes, my favorite topic to talk about in my channel. And we're going to talk about Paraells once again. And I did not know I was going to make a part 2 to this. I truly did not know until I figured out that I forgot a few tiny details in Being the Beast that parallel to The Last Jedi. And of course, on Twitter, people keep posting parallels to Being the Beast to Last Jedi, and I just needed to share them because these really do freak me out. And again, I love parallels to anything. Raylo, it's my life right now. Raylo is my life right now, as y'all know, so let's just get into it. First parallel that I saw on Twitter, well, not technically the first one, but this is one that I saw that intrigued me, and it's the fact that Belle and Ray are very, well, okay, right, they are fearful, but they get scared very easily because, okay, so imagine this with me. Belle, she is in Beast's room. The what was it, the West Tower? I think it was the West Tower. The West Wing, there we go. So, Belle is in the West Wing. She's walking through, looking through his things, seeing that picture, almost touching the rose, and then when she's about to actually physically touch the rose, Beast pops in and yells at her and scares her. Belle runs away. That's the same situation in The Last Jedi. When Rey goes exploring, and while she's exploring, she hears his voice in her head, or in the echo in the room. Y'all, I think I'll put pictures up here to remind y'all. So she's exploring this room, and she found this chest of, like, treasures. I think it's Luke's stuff. I can't exactly remember the actual detail. But when she was touching one of his things, she started to have visions all over the place. Like, about her parents, about Kylo, and when she sees Kylo, that's the final vision she saw. Excuse me. I promised myself I wouldn't stutter, but I stuttered. Okay, anyhow, so she sees Kylo in his dream, and she runs away. So basically, Belle and Rey are both intimidated by their lovers. They get scared. They run away. Now, I cannot believe I forgot about these two characters. The second parallel I found is Hux and LeFou, and I cannot believe I forgot about these two. I literally was so upset that I forgot about them. I'm like, wait, how can we forget about these two? They have so much in common. First of all, they're the sidekicks of the main villain in the story. Second of all, they're kind of tough, but in a way they're still intimidated by their boss. Both characters have this kind of thing for their boss. Okay, so let me explain. With Hux and Kylo, there is this ship going around about Kylo. I do not believe in this ship. Okay. I do believe in gay ships, but not this one specifically because Kylo deserves Rey. Hux deserves someone else who actually loves him. And plus, Hux is probably going to kill him or try to hurt him, so that would be a very toxic and very dangerous relationship. Okay. I know you antis out there going to be like, girl, you're literally talking about Rey and Kylo. They're toxic too. Let's not get into that situation, okay? Let's just not get into that kind of thing with Kylo and Rey being toxic, okay? Because if we do, we'd be here for like 24 hours. Anywho, yes, and with LeFou and Gaston, people are saying that LeFou has a thing for Gaston, and yes, basically same thing. Both characters have a thing for their boss. And the last reason about LeFou and Hux is that they both get used by their boss to do anything that their boss wants them to do. So they're slaves, basically. Okay, the next thing is going to be in the form of a fan art. Some of these are in the form of tweets, some of them are in the form of an Insta story, and just some of these are just my own little reason. So, anywho. Okay, so this fan art is the most beautiful fan art I've ever seen in my entire life from Raylo, next to this one right here. But this one certainly comes close to first place, because look at that detail. Look at that magical scenery right there, y'all. I'm freaking out. Look at that. Rey is wearing this beautiful white shimmery gown, and Kylo is in his uniform with his mask and his cape and his suit, and it's just, look at it, it's magical. Like, oh my god, this could be an actual iconic Disney scene in an animated movie. I'm just saying. Like, oh my god, I love it so much. Ah! It just looks so iconic. Oh, wait, is that the rose? I looked at this like a billion times, and it seems like there's a rose. I'll zoom it closer, but it looks like the rose is right there in the background. What? Ah! Okay, maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I just love this fan art so dearly much. Okay, next, this is another fan art, and this reminds me of when Belle and Beast, they're in the library, they're all cut up next to the fire, and they're just reading books, and it reminds me of Belle reading it to Beast, because in this fan art, Rey is reading to Kylo, and they're cuddled up together, and yeah, you see what I mean? I know it's not technically a Beauty and the Beast parallel inspired fan art, but still, I mean, you can't blame me for, like, kind of thinking that. Plus, I mean, I'll find any reason to find a parallel in Beauty and the Beast and Last Jedi. Any reason at all. Any reason at all. Even if it's stupid. Even if it doesn't make any sense. I love parallels between Beauty and the Beast. They're my favorite parallels. I love to find them ever. Does that make any sense? Oh my god. I can't even speak because of this. Ah! Next one. This is in the form of a tweet, and it shows when Belle is dancing with Beast, and she just holds out her hands like this, kind of taking him into the dance. And then it shows Rey when Rey and Kylo are in the hut scene, and she's taking her hand and slowly giving it to Kylo, like. I know it's a small scene from both of these movies, but still, parallels, y'all, parallels. Both girls are taking their lover's hand for some great reason. In Being the Beast, Belle was taking Beast for a dance because Beast did ask her, but still, for a great reason. And in The Last Jedi, Rey was taking Kylo's hand for help and for good and for a sign to him that you are loved and just all that stuff. And like, I am so surprised I didn't find this myself. I am so surprised I did not find this myself. How did I find this myself? How? Just how? Next one is a tweet once again, and the tweet says they both knew what they wanted, and then it shows that Belle and Beast once again dancing. And basically this just shows that both couples really want something in life. They really want something from each other. They know what they want, but they just haven't got what they want yet. That was a short one, but I mean, again, any parallel I shall take. Now, this one. Y'all, I'm gonna put a link in the description below, if I can remember. But this trailer I saw that instead of being the Beauty and the Beast trailer, because it's supposed to represent the Beauty and the Beast trailer, it represents The Last Jedi, but in Beauty and Beast fashion kind of form. Just watch it and you'll see what I mean. And just, oh my god, I freaked the hell out when I saw that trailer, that fan-made trailer, because it's so good, and it's just so, like, the same looking. It's kind of scary. But anywho. So the tweet says, Mommy's home on Jakku, and it shows the little flower that Rey has. And on that picture of Rey's rose, it's labeled with, like, the Beauty and the Beast details of the rose. Like, for example, the, top of the top of the flower, it's kind of like dying, and then on the side it says wilting rose, and in Beauty and the Beast, the flower, the rose, it does start to die, as y'all know. Beast, curse and all that. And then it says, inside Rey's home, evidence of Beauty and the Beast connection. Yes, honey. Yes, 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 yes. And then there's an actual bell in the dang background. I'm sorry, my camera. There's a freaking bell in the picture. That just kind of reached my parallel edge, because I'm like, what? Oh my god! I have no words, guys. Last Jedi is just a space version of Being the Beast. I'm saying it. Like, sparkles! I love any sparkles in a movie. And y'all, when I was thinking about my own reason, another reason of parallels between Last Jedi and Being the Beast, this. I'm going to show a picture better right here, but I'm just too excited. This, y'all. This. There's sparkles between the two biggest scenes in this movie. And Last Jedi is when Rey and Kylo are fighting together to defeat the soldiers. And in Being the Beast, it's the dance scene, and there's sparkles all over the place. And oh my god. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if these were pixies in both movies. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if these were fireflies in Last Jedi. But what fireflies are blue? But anywho, I wouldn't be surprised at all. It's just so magical. Ah! I'm sorry. Just, it's so magical. It's so magical. I love it so much. Okay, now we're going to go back to kind of big scene. This time we're talking about The Force Awakens, where, again, The Force, and Rey and Kylo are fighting in the forest, and there's snow. And now, where's your snow in Being the Beast? Oh, I don't know. Well, most of the movie, actually. But, like, there's this one scene where Belle runs away after she gets scared by the beast, and when she's out of the castle and when she's trying to go home, there's these wolves that chase her down, and she actually almost gets hurt. And when the wolves enclose her, like she can't escape, the beast comes in and attacks the wolves. Now, what am I saying? Both of these movies have snow fights between the two biggest main characters in the movie. I have nothing to say about this scene, except for the fact, apparently they like snow. Apparently. But also LeFou's Olaf, or the actor that plays LeFou, he did the voice for Olaf. Oh. Aw. Okay, technically, that's not a very smart parallel, but I don't know. That just got me excited. Ah! Wait, was there? Never mind. Next one. Now, this one is about our boys, Kylo and Beast. And y'all know how, both Kylo and Beast had a rough past. You know, they kind of been in the rocks, and for the rest, well, that's for the rest of their lives. For, like, early on in their childhood. And while they have been having a rough life, they had at least one thing that's sentimental value to them. With Kylo, it's his helmet. Y'all know that this helmet is super important to him because it kind of represents Vader, because Vader is kind of his big inspiration for being evil, and Darth Vader had a helmet and just all that stuff. And with Beast, he had this painting of him, and now that he knows he's cursed, and he knows he might never find love, he destroys that painting. And with Kylo, he destroys his helmet because he's frustrated at himself for not being evil. So what I'm saying is, both of them destroy something sentimental to them, something that kind of defined them of who they are, but they destroyed it because either they were frustrated or they were just very angry. They have anger issues, I mean. Okay, this is the last one, unfortunately. And this shows Beast and Kylo kind of fainted or kind of dead. It's the closest thing we'll ever see Ben dead. Hopefully, Ryan, I'm talking to you. You better not kill Ben, okay? Okay. Anywho, it shows Beast and Kylo kind of in a death position. All I can say is, if Ben is dead, I'm dead. And pretty much the Raylo family will have a riot about it. But no big deal. Okay, y'all, that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sorry for the stupid bad angle, and I love you so much.